game. Cause maybe two of the hottest teams. Tennessee lost previous week to Indianapolis. Two of the hottest teams right now: Miami 76, Tennessee 67. Tennessee still has a chance for playoffs. It's just a long shot. They still got a shot. This is a tough matchup here. I went the Dolphins by 4. Dolphins right now the number 3 team in the league against the run. Vince Young is banged up. There's a question mark whether he's gonna play or not. The hamstring pull. So I went the Dolphins by 4. I think they can stop Tennessee's run game. I think that'd be the difference.
Yeah. Well, my decision is going to depend on if Vince Young plays or not. If Vince Young plays, I'm going with Tennessee. If Kerry Collins got to go in here, I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, you got two teams that, their staple is running. But it's like Miami can run and then they can run the Wildcat, and then, like I said, Chad Henne is doing a lot better than what people think. So I have to go with Miami regardless of Vince Young.
Yeah, I hope Vince Young plays so Chad Henne gets some revenge. Cincinnati 9-4 at San Diego 10-3. The Bengals turned into kittens last week. They're going against the Bolts. I think they're going to get electrocuted again this week. I think this is going to be ugly. I really do. I got San Diego by 13, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets worse than this because the Bengals right now they just have no pass offense, and with San Diego's offense, you gotta score points, and I don't see Cincinnati scoring more than 14 in this game. So and then plus they gotta go out to the West Coast. I think this is gonna be ugly.
I like Cincinnati in this game. I think Benson will have a good day. I think the defense will be stout against San Diego's offense. I think they'll as long as they're relatively healthy, I think they'll keep San Diego's offense in check and have a solid run game, and it'll be fairly close. I think Cincinnati pulls it out.
I don't know. I don't really see it. I think San Diego is going to end up winning by like 7 or 10 points. Ocho Cinco might wear the poncho and the sombrero, but in the end, it's going to be San Diego.
You actually think Cincinnati is going to win this game? You said that last week. You thought this was going to be Minnesota. You said on this show last week.
What are you talking about?
You just say that. You thought they was going to go into Minnesota and win. Remember, we had that argument.
I didn't say they was going to be. I said Minnesota was going to win.
You might have picked Minnesota, but you said on this show last week Cincinnati was going to win. Because I remember, I'm telling you about how good Minnesota gets to run. Do we need to replay the? Do we need to replay the tape?
All right, man. I just said this for the show, but I'll pick Minnesota to win. That's a bad matchup for. That was a bad matchup for Cincinnati in that game. But San Diego, they don't got the type of run defense, the type of players that Minnesota got.
No, that's true, but their run defense has improved a whole lot since Jamal Williams went down.
They just got used to playing without Jamal Lewis. It just took them a while, but
Jamal Williams. Jamal Lewis, you having Browns flashbacks.
I said Jamal Williams.
You said Jamal Lewis.
Well, if I said Jamal Lewis, I meant Jamal Williams. But anyway,
you have flashbacks to that 250-yard game you had.
I'm saying Cincinnati's gonna win on this show, and that's who I'm gonna pick. I'm picking Cincinnati by 7.
Okay, and I bet on Sunday when your picks come out, you gonna have the Chargers. All right, next game, Atlanta at the Jets. Atlanta's done. I mean, I don't even know why they even bother showing up anymore. What injuries they got, but they do show up. I gotta give them credit. They come to play still, but I don't see them having any chance. They're horrible on the road, even with all the starters. I don't see them having a chance in this one. I got the Jets by 7 though.
Was Sanchez?
No, he's not. I don't know.
I think they're better off without Sanchez because Kevin Clemens is more than capable. I think of carrying the team for at least a day. He played pretty well last week, so. I think that's a good thing, Sanchez being out. But I got the Jets by 7 though. I'm thinking about going more though.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Jets to win anyway because they're at home and Atlanta has to travel. But particularly because of their defense, I think they'll stand out a little bit more than Atlanta.
To me, this is somewhat of a toss-up because there's a possibility Michael Turner might come back and play this game. and that could be a huge boost for Atlanta. So I'm leaning towards the Jets, but I can't. If I had to pick a team today, I'd pick the Jets by 7, but I could possibly lean another direction depending on Michael Turner's health and some other factors.
All right, well that's the preview. That's the preview of the games for Week 15. When we come back, we're gonna do part 2 of our segment of our top 5 players. This week we're doing tight ends, defensive ends, and linebackers. So we'll get into that when we come back.